Alright everybody, Ryu is here, quiet on the set.
Ah, Jesus, another day. Okay. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey Ryu, how's it going, bro? Thanks for coming down, man.
So, alright guys, what game are we gonna do today? I mean, seriously, I feel like I've done it all. Alright.
Ryu.
Alright, lay it on me. Tell me what it is. Lay it on me. I'll listen, okay?
Ryu.
I'll listen.
This is gonna be super hot. It's a really popular game. Everyone's super into it right now. Trust me, Ryu.
So I'm just supposed to trust you. This is some super hot, cool thing that everyone's into right now.
Trust me.
This is the hot trend right now.
You're wrong, bud. This is gonna totally kill it with the young gamers. They're gonna be all over it, man. It's gonna be super hot, bro.
All right, fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay.
All right.
I'll do it. All
right, everybody.
Right. I've done every versus game on the planet. It's better not be a versus
Trust
game.
Me. All right, everybody. Back to positions and cue opponent.
Oh, come on. Seriously? Toasty. Alright guys, what could it be? Let's scroll up and see. So I'm super excited about this. This cabinet is Tatsunoko versus Capcom. So this is super cool. There's a really interesting history around this game that you may or may not know about. So this game was actually not released in the United States. It was in several arcades, however, but those were Japanese imports, and they were often put in candy cabs. So this is somewhat of a first, although the only other place that I think has built a cabinet based on this board is Galloping Ghost in Chicago or Illinois, wherever the heck it is. So, kind of neat to think that there aren't that many of these cabinets around, and I happen to have one, and it's based on an Arcade1up, which is really freaking cool. So I will say this game was released on the Nintendo Wii. That is an American release, but in the arcades it was candy cabs only, and it was Japanese imports. So you'll notice on the actual game, most of the language is in Japanese. So super cool. Here's the graphics on the side. ArcadeGraphix did the graphics, as well as Tyler over at ArcadeGraphix. So I actually mashed up both their designs and put them together. The lit marquee is again by Scott Evans. Thing looks really nice. I did upgrade this with a 19-inch monitor. It's a fighting game. It needs a 19-inch monitor, but the artwork is great. I'm really impressed with both Tyler and at ArcadeGraphix and the guys over at Game On Graphics. So super great job, and I'm just loving the way that this thing turned out. All right, let's go around the back of the cab, and you'll notice I have two 5¼ JBL speakers there and a switch, and that switch is to turn on and off the lit marquee. So that's a DIY Retro Arcades back panel, and it does come with the switch option. All right, let's keep moving on, guys. So right back here, you have a 19-inch monitor. I did mod the monitor, and that is the stock mount. I just cut it so that I could fit the 19-inch monitor in it. I'll have links in the description of what that monitor is and where to get it. It is a little expensive, but it produces a really nice image. And it is connected via VGA. It has a built-in controller board, so you don't have to go get a separate controller board. I tried real hard to get all the wires looking nice. Let's ignore that for now and focus on the star of the show. That system in the middle is pretty killer. It is a Wii-based arcade printed circuit board that actually has the Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, Japanese release only, super cool and very rare and really hard to find. So, kind of neat. Now this breakout board that connects via USB to the Wii-based PCB looks very similar to a Naomi external controller board or an I/O board. And it has your JAMA harness that connects there. I used the press your buttons harness, all in English, pretty sweet, easy to read, easy to connect. There's your USB, connects right into that Wii-based board that you saw in the middle. So, what else we got here? So there's RCA cables. It goes straight from that printed circuit board right into an amp. I upgraded the amp a little bit. I put it behind the coin door so I could easily open up the coin door and manipulate the sound. So pretty cool. Pretty simple and easy to do. I like that as a modification. It's just easy. You have your Wii power supply that powers the Wii. You still do need an arcade power supply, however, and that's in the back over there on the right-hand side. So you're going to still need that in order to make this work. And then you can see the back side of the coin door. That is wired and working, which is pretty awesome, and I'm going to show that in deeper detail in a little bit here. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the coin door. So it is a functional coin door. I have a quarter right in here. If I put this in, you will hear the credit sound as credit is entered into the system. So it's fully functional, fully working for player 1 and player 2. However, I still have it wired to the buttons on top of the control panel too, so you can actually put in credits either by the coins or by the buttons. This little buddy right here is actually a coin collector. I put that there because it makes an awesome sound. It sounds just like you'd expect an arcade, to sound when you put it in a quarter, and that is actually the printed circuit board casing from the Arcade1up. So it's a nice way to recycle something and use it, and it sounds pretty sweet. So kind of cool. So before we dive into gameplay, I came across this website that actually tells you where you can find Tatsunoko vs. Capcom and play it. And it was kind of interesting. So I don't know how accurate this site is, but it actually only showed 9 locations. One of which was GameWorks in Schaumburg. So I have a buddy that actually lives out in Illinois, so I decided to send him on a little trip to see could he find this game and see if it's in the arcade and see if my theory is right that these are typically in candy cabs. So let's go see what he's up to.
I'm here in Schaumburg at the GameWorks. Let's go inside and check out and see if they have Capcom vs. Tatsunoko.
Alright, my boy George totally came through. He found 2 Tatsunoko vs. Capcom systems in candy cabs, as I suspected. Alright, it is about that time. Let's do some gameplay and see how this thing performs.
Hey, this is George Georgopoulos, and you're gaming with Retro Ralph.
Alright, so let's dive right into this thing. So this game's got some crazy features to it. The special moves are like over the top. It's super cool. I'm still learning this game. I had never played it before. I printed out some of the moves and I'm still trying to go through it to try to figure out how to play it. But it is super fun and it looks awesome. So I'm like a big fan. I'm glad that George tipped me off to this game. I knew it existed. I just never had played it. But it's super fun and really addicting. So it seems like the combo systems and everything are highly simplified from, the fighting games like modern day Mortal Kombat 11 and things like that. So I think I'll catch on to it in no time, but it's super fun game, man. I can't tell you enough how much fun I have, even though I'm not really great at it yet. So I'm gonna practice, and it makes me really happy. Like, look how extreme everything is. I love it. It's way over the top and super fun to play. Alright, so here's a little bit more gameplay before we wrap things up. I'm so impressed with this custom hardware, this like Wii-based hardware. It's really neat. It runs really, really good and smooth, and the game just is killer. Some people might say, why did you build a dedicated cab for this? It was honestly my buddy George that wanted this cabinet, and he lives in Chicago, so it's kind of hard for me. I'm not going to deliver it to him, but now I get to enjoy the game. But he tipped me off on the game. It's a really cool fighting game. I think I'm going to really enjoy this. I mean, I've already played it a ton, and I'm not even really that good at it, so I can't wait to really, sharpen my skills on it, and I'm actually really excited that I have a dedicated cabinet for it. So it's going to be fun, and I think it's something that I can get my kids into as well. So that's a win-win. But I'm going to do some final thoughts in a second. I just want to show you one other thing that it came with that I thought was pretty cool, and then we'll wrap things up. Alright, so when I told you I was really lucky to have found this board, this is why. It came with this awesome poster. It came with all the original sticker artwork that you put on the candy cabinet to show the moves list and things like that, and it even came with the original manual. So I'm super stoked on this. It's all in Japanese, of course, but still, it's just really cool to have this as a collector. I'm pretty stoked on it. So, guys, that's it for me. I loved this mod. It was really neat. So in the comments, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. But I'm really curious what you thought of this mod, this game. Have you played it before? If you haven't, you should definitely check it out on the Nintendo Wii if you have one, or if you have access to it. So anyhow, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you on the next one.